Hello, Michaela here. I am coming to you from my new little cabin, and I am back. Well, I'm not back. I guess I'm back in the mountains because I was in the mountains for a little bit in Tilleron. But yeah, this place, it's currently raining, and it's in a cloud forest. So, like, now, you gotta forgive this asshole that put up this huge fucking black Mordor gate that blocks a lot of this view. These kind of people, it's just like such a blight on the whole place. Anyway, so start over here. This is my little forest view. And then over here is mountains, valleys. It's stunning. And then inside I can see around this tree, and the ocean is over there. But it's like the clouds come down. It's like the mountains putting on a hoodie. It's so fantastic. It's so cozy. The pups are here with me. We've hit up a couple beaches. The beach is about 30 minutes from here. So fantastic winding drive down the mountain back through the jungle, and then there's a couple options for beaches. This beach is rockier, and I posted a picture about the river mouth on Baru, and somebody sent me information that there's probably alligators in there, or not alligators, crocodiles. And so on the lookout for that next time for sure. This time I was anyway, but apparently it's a known issue there, because I did drive over the bridge and I'm like, well, it'd be kind of cool to swim, but I'm thinking, okay, what comes to mind for me is Amazon, and Amazon's like pythons and shit like that. So while I would love to swim in some of these rivers, I'm going to look more for the shallow, rocky ones that are my favorite anyway, where the water cascades over them and every now and then you get a little pool of water. So it's crazy that this is my life now. I'm choosing which beautiful river I would prefer to swim in. The ocean here is great. I'm glad to be back on the Pacific. I realized the other day that I saw both the Caribbean and Pacific Oceans on the same day via vehicle, which is, not something that you can just do in a lot of countries. So that was pretty neat. I had my 7-hour journey from Puerto Viejo to where I'm at now, and it was intense. It was a lot. It was pouring to the point where it's like my windshield wipers are just fucking pointless, all the way to San Jose. And then San Jose, I just read an article that it's like one of the top countries in the world for bad traffic, and I can attest to that. That was intense going through San Jose. Made it through there, but then I started going back up into the mountains, and just stunning. And I got to really take it in, because a lot of these roads are just one lane, and so everything is on them, like I've shared before. So we've got these trucks that, like today, coming back from the beach, God, I was behind one that we were going 5 miles an hour for a while. You can't pass them because it's too windy. But then this 18-wheeler pulled out to pass them. I'm like, okay, we can go. And it was right behind me. So I zipped around that because they can see better than we can, lower vehicles behind. So that's a whole thing, right? It's interesting, when you go to these new places, the new problems that crop up. Remind me to share about the tink frogs. Well, I guess you can't remind me, but I'll try to remind myself. Then coming up into the mountains, they call them cloud forests here, and it's just fantastic. Like the clouds come down, like you can see here, it looks like a solid wall of white, because that's all the clouds. Like usually you can see mountains and green, but it just sinks, and it's like, oh, it's amazing. It's so perfect for my Pisces soul. Scorpio moon, Pisces sun. I love this. This is like, I do also need the sun, though. I've learned that being in Puerto Viejo, but this is fantastic. So made it here after the cloud. Oh, that was the other thing too, is a lot throughout Costa Rica. I've noticed that some of these places aren't as floral as like Mexico. Mexico had a lot of flowers and you could smell it. It was in the air. And some of my biology came back to me that I remembered that flowers bloom, or like a plant is going to send out its seed, its whatever through the blooms. So if it gets stressed, it wants to proliferate as much as possible before it dies. So in Mexico, because there's not that much water, it stresses, and so they flower like all the time, and it's so beautiful and smells so amazing. But on my way here, not only are there walls of like moss and ferns, there's these waterfalls that are coming down, like just constant little waterfalls, some of them a little bigger. And because I was going so slow, I got to really take them in, and oh, it was just stunning. But also very, very intense. These are very winding roads. My rotors still suck. I keep forgetting that that's something I need to do to my car, because I don't get into situations where I really need to brake like that, except coming down mountains, and it shakes the whole vehicle. So the rotors eventually need to be changed, along with the tires, and I need an oil change and all the things. But fortunately I'm close to a town that I can go do that. And like I said before, they work on European vehicles here, so that's awesome. So made it here, love this cabin, love the setting, except for my Mordor gate. Why would you do that? You could put it with slats, like they want privacy. There's nobody here. Except the people that like live here. Like, this isn't a thoroughfare area. It's the other thing. It's so quiet except for all of the critters. Which brings me to the tink frog. So with my clients, as a therapist, I work over Zoom, and I run down some housekeeping when I first, onboard a client. And one of my housekeeping things is that you can't have a smoke detector beeping overhead. Makes me nuts. It comes through Zoom in a way that just sets everything on edge for me, and you get a different therapist. So this came to be because I had a client. She was my first one, 9 a.m. on Monday, back when I was running that kind of schedule. And we would get in, we'd be doing our breathing, and then it would chirp, and it just, and it would be in the room that she slept in with her infant. And I'm just like, how do you not hear this anymore? So anyway, it's a thing for me, that sound, right? This is what the tink frogs sound like. And apparently they are, this is their home, right? So I'm in their world, and yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Apparently brown noise can help get them out of that can drown them out a bit. I do have earplugs. I have the soft foam earplugs, the kind I had to use as an aircraft mechanic. So I might wear those, but those, after a while, you wear them a few nights, they start to kind of hurt. And like I can hear some tinking right now. And they're like this big, they're like yellowish green. So anyway, like I said, everywhere's got its little issues that you end up running into, and you end up, questioning, okay, what are the issues that are tolerable for me? One thing I really love is that I don't have sand all over the fucking house anymore, because I don't live right across the street from the beach. That was amazing. I could hear the beach, but I also felt like I was living in a swamp. The whole landlord situation there was what ultimately had me bolting in the first place. But now that I've left that place, the energy there was very heavy. It was very, for me. It doesn't mean that it would be that way for everybody, but I had to go. And all the signs were pointing that way. The dead possum that I sadly posted a picture, because it's hanging from electrical wires over my driveway. Like, why does that what? How do you not take that as a sign? And then it exploded. Oh God. And then when I was trying to leave the day that I was packing up, they were supposed to put gravel down, and they just never, there were so many things left undone. And that was one of them. Well, it turns, because it had been raining so much, it turns it into like that algae moss, and slippery, real slippery. So I had two situations trying to pack up the car where I'm like thinking, okay, I really could have hurt myself. I could have broken a leg, could have broken an arm. Like, these slips, I don't know how, but I kept saving myself. Maybe yoga, I don't know. That's what we'll credit it to, something looking out for me. But I ended up not injured, but still, just little things. It was like, this is not my place. This is not my home. But when I got here, the owners live right next to me. They don't speak English. I've been dealing with their daughter, who is actually an English teacher in the town, the larger town close to here. And she's in her 20s, but she's very professional, very thorough, very thoughtful. And the parents or the owners came right when I pulled up, and they helped me unload my whole car. That's never happened at any point on my journey here. So that was really cool and really kind. And then she brought me over this huge bowl of bananas. And it's funny because, as far as I know, I'm allergic to bananas. But I stopped eating them at 18 because they caused this like GI reaction that was just so painful. And so I've just really avoided bananas since 18. And of course I love them. They're great, but I couldn't eat them. And so she brings me this huge bowl of bananas that's from her backyard. Like, there's some growing over here, down here too. And she, so of course I'm going to take them, but it's like 10, 12 bananas. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to try, because I can eat the pineapple here. I can eat the avocado here. Things that I can't eat in the States. They do the same thing, very similar thing. Not as bad as bananas. Guys, I've been able to eat the bananas. Like, I've had 2, and then I had I had one whole one over the past like day and a half, just kind of taking it baby steps. And then this morning I made a smoothie with a whole one. And knock on wood, which I have plenty to, I love that. Knock on wood, it's going to be okay. I can eat the bananas, which is amazing. It's not having bananas in your life is kind of sad. So I'm glad to have that back. Little things. The other little thing that was a big deal is the purple flowers. On my way here, I tend to follow the purple. I love, like, purple flowers for me are like a checkpoint of where you're supposed to be. And they have a purple flower here that I don't know that I've seen it before. I think I've seen things similar, but it's just beautiful. I saw it on my drive, and then there's actually some here on the property. And yeah, I'm living in a cloud forest right now. I'm just in awe. You can this is kind of opening up where you can see some of the mountains over there. But it's been doing that. Like, they'll come down and it'll be solid white, and then it'll dissipate, and it'll look like these fluffy little clouds on these green, beautiful fields. And then over here I can see the ocean. Because of this, I haven't gotten and it's rainy season, so the sunsets, I haven't seen one from here yet, and I haven't gone down to the beach for one yet. But this will only be my 3rd night here. So we'll see. If it's like this, I'm not, of course I'm not going to see one, or I'm not going to go try to get one. And I did go down to the beach this morning, so I don't know that I'm going to make that drive again. But anyway, I bet they're fantastic when it's not like this. So yeah, but I think that's it for now. Made it. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I'm in awe. It's cozy, which is like, I don't know. That to me is home. My pups and cozy, and of course my cats. Got the cocoon going. I got the heated blanket and the weighted blanket, and in the rain, it's just, I don't know. I'm loving it. So that's it for now. Thanks for hanging out. Talk soon.